I'm sorry if you hear a leaf blower outside. This guy, we have no leaves in our courtyard.
Well, it's thanks to him.
He's like blowing the sidewalk.
Just has something
thanks
to
to
do.
his hard work that you have no leaves. You better go show gratitude to that man.
Yeah.
I like want to just like, hey, dude, if you need us to like talk to the building manager, we will tell him you did your job. You go home early, like we're fine.
He's like, man, I gotta fucking blow this
make a lot of noise
list.
outside for 6 hours so he gets paid.
Justify his existence. Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm your host, Kevin.
I'm your other host, Thomas. Try to keep your mouth similar distance from the microphone while you're talking, or else the audio is very erratic. Kevin, thank you for respecting the listeners. And here we are today with lovely fellow actor in Drunk Shakespeare and actor in general, Benjamin Jenkins. Welcome, Ben.
Hey.
Yo, what's up? Happy to be here.
Hey. How are you doing, Ben?
Hey.
We usually start the show off with a bit of a check-in, so dive right in. What's going on in your life? What's new with you?
Oh, what's new with me? It's hot as hell outside right now. Some swamp ass is happening. You know what I mean?
We always like to do start the
off.
show with a swamp update, a little swamp ass update.
Yeah.
What are you doing in my swamp?
So
When I heard drain the swamp, I got all excited. I was like, maybe finally this ass is gonna be dry. But
humidity kept on coming, eh? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. The swamp ass level is moderate to unreasonable at this moment.
They're moving the doomsday clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 minutes to swamp ass. Great. That's wonderful.
What have you been up to lately, Ben? Outside of I see you at
Outside of
work
having
when you're
swamp
not at
ass.
work. Outside of your ass, what's the rest of your body been doing?
Not much at the present moment. It's been kind of slow as far as acting is concerned. I did a few commercials here and there. Trying to get creative things going, like maybe be doing more like DMing.
Cool.
To a professional level.
That's awesome.
Our castmate in Diego does, which I really want to get into.
That's incredible. As a DM myself, I encourage it. Get those DM fingers dirty.
Absolutely.
Do you have are you playing a D&D game at the moment, and do you have a character?
Yeah, it's not a D&D game. The system's called Quest, and it's just one D20. It's a pretty cool system and creative system. And I am currently DMing it with a group of my friends.
Oh, nice.
It's heavily based off of OnePiece, which is
cool. Sick.
Hey,
it's pretty cool.
Okay, I want to ask somebody about this because I am not to derail your check-in a little bit, but I've been getting like flooded as I love and engage in the superhero content machine. I get a lot of ads for the One Piece Netflix show as it's obviously related content, nerd culture, all that stuff. So you're obviously a fan of One Piece, the manga.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. How accurate is the show to the like? Do you feel like this live action show seems like an honorable sort of live action remake?
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. It's like, the bar is in hell, but I stepped over it.
Yeah, it's not like it's that hard to adapt it. Like, you just have to, but yeah. Okay.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's not quite as good as the anime and manga, but like it's still like you're like, all right, for newcomers, I could see this being a pretty solid,
sort of
goofy show.
What you sort of want.
Yeah.
While giving it, opening the door. Okay, cool. It's looked kind of interesting, at least visually. I'm like, this is a pretty cool looking show. But
To me, the thing
it's out there
that is weird about like, it's sort of like the Disney live action movies where it's like, but what was kind of cool about it was that it wasn't live action.
Right,
it's a strange thing to be like, what if we take away the style and the like visual beauty and we just have people doing it?
Especially when they like recraft it entirely out of CGI. That is weird. Like when you go to see like,
that's weird.
I think it was the Beauty and the Beast movie, but
Where like there's no that movie as live action still means that like fucking Cogsworth and like all of those like those things around the house, the inanimate objects that turn into people, those are not going to be like, it was also voiced by another actor back then, just because you like, you know, put fucking James, what's his name, that shitty carpool karaoke fucker's name, when you put his face on the fucking thing, and like James Corden, suddenly we care now, it's live act. Why do I hate him? What's happening? This is your check-in.
Didn't we find out that he was rude to servers or something on a previous
He was a douchebag.
He does seem like he's kind of a POS.
I never liked him.
James Corden.
He just has that
enemy
face.
of the show, James Corden. Fuck James Corden. You know, we're coming for you, James Corden.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if you hear a leaf blower outside. This guy, we have no leaves in our courtyard.
Well, it's thanks to him.
He's just like blowing the sidewalk.
Just has something
thanks
to do.
to his hard work that you have no leaves. You better go show gratitude to that man.
Yeah.
I like wanted just like, hey, dude, if you need us to like talk to the building manager, we will tell him you did your job. You go home early, like we're fine.
He's like, man, I gotta fucking blow this
make a lot of noise outside for 6 hours so he gets paid.
Justify his existence. If the landlord doesn't get one complaint about the noise a month, the guy's pay goes down.
Yeah, this is a good job. I need you out there, man.
Exactly. Cool. Thomas, what's new with you, my dude?
Yeah, so friend of the show, Adam, just moved to Chicago, which is very exciting. He just got in here this weekend, so I'm excited to
guest.
Try to trick him
or
into
as
staying.
I will say this, Thomas. I would prefer if we actually were to refer to him as our TikTok user base has decided to refer to him, which is I believe it was John Oliver from Wish was what we were.
They called. Who did they call you? They called me Tobey Maguire from Wish, which is classic. I know. I was
some other actor I had not heard of. I'll look it up here. It was like Peter something or other. It was. Hold on, it'll come up here if I. Peter.
While Kevin's looking that up.
Yeah.
I'll say that we just started our like TikTok posting to try to find an audience, and immediately get roasted as soon as anybody sees one of our clips.
Yeah, someone was like Nightmare Smoke Circle at one point. I got Ethan Suplee. Do you guys know who Ethan Suplee?
Ethan Suplee. No, I don't.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, look him up too.
I gotta see this.
Ethan, it's Suplee.
Oh my god!
Kind of like Slurpee.
Wait, these pictures are so different. Like,
what?
I truly don't know what he looks like based on like the 3 that came up.
Can you screen share and can we decide if he looks like?
Yeah, he looks both jacked and out of shape at the same time. It's a really fascinating.
This is TikTok user Kaput, by the way, who said this about us.
Did they say Nightmare Smoke Circle? That's so funny.
No, they said someone else said Nightmare Smoke Circle, but yeah.
I know, but that's very funny that we got a second insult.
We do.
That's funny.
Yeah, look at this guy, right? There's like the dichotomy of man.
I don't feel like we look like each other, but yeah, okay, so he clearly was like larger and then lost a lot of weight, I guess, and became like a bodybuilder. Yeah. It looks like. He doesn't look like me. What's his head look like? Maybe because he has like a shaved head in these pictures.
This guy a little bit. This was a bit of the Kevin look.
Yeah.
In that episode.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. And then if I do the buttons up here, hold on, and then yeah. Give me a minute. I'll get there. And then, that leaf blower is going hammer, by the way. That guy really, he's on a mission. You're good.
Of course, right? Yeah.
No sweat. Yeah, look.
Jesus.
Look, here he is.
Oh, there he is. It's such an obscure,
I see it a little bit.
Like an obscure comparison, an actor no one is aware of, seemingly.
I like that it's Tobey Maguire, John Oliver, and then just that fucking guy.
Ethan
That's who I look like.
That guy.
Yeah.
That one guy.
Feels like they put it into an algorithm. Kevin, how are you doing?
Me? I'm doing okay. So I am in between record. Sorry, you were talking about Adam. You were just saying to get him to stay.
Oh,
but yeah.
It doesn't matter. Let's just move on.
We're in between records. I went upstairs in between records to deal with something. And when I went upstairs to do that, I heard a lot of noise coming from one of the rooms in the house where I ran the internet cable through, and I was like, oh shit. There's I accidentally locked one of the cats in the room, and it's fucking messing up everything. And I open up the door very like quickly, and fucking Kara's there. She came home. I didn't know she was home, and she's like there fucking a dude. No, I'm just kidding. No, she was like picking up some stuff she needed for work
in between episodes. You got caught.
Wow.
We had like a 10-minute break to get you on, Ben, and Kevin's entire life fell apart.
I come in and I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm ready to do the show.
Right.
Let's just do it and everything will be fine.
And you'll never guess who it was. It was Ethan Suplee.
No. It really was from her wishes.
Circle.
Yeah. It was terrible. So, that's how I'm doing. That's what's up. Thomas, I think we should spiral into our first.
Yeah, let's get started. We start the same way every time, although it's gotten more aggressive over time. Ben, am I a dog or a pussy, and why?
Oh my God. I think you would be a dog. I think you'd be a dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Yeah. I don't know. He just seems like you have a good sense of loyalty and and honor. I think for dogs, as much as I do love pussies, and I have two of them. Running around somewhere.
Man about town.
Yeah. Ooh, what can I say?
Holy shit. We're progressive on this show, but that stuff might get you canceled, so be careful.
Oops. Yeah. No knock against cats. No knock against cats.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I'm loyal and honorable. Interesting.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Look,
Thomas, I'm starting to fast suspect that this segment has just been a ruse to get you to get people to tell you nice things about you, because I'm getting pissed, man. This is some.
It's not intended to, but I think people, it's like if there's free candy, they're going to take some. If there's a chance to compliment me, people get excited and
That's
free
candy to people. You think people want?
Yeah.
Well,
it's like take one. Oh, it's so hard to resist. Can't I compliment you twice? I have two pussies.
Couldn't help myself. Yeah. Two pussies. Yeah.
You hear that a lot, I guess. Can't I compliment you twice? I have two pussies. That happens to
two pussies. Yeah, I've got two pussies.
One compliment per pussy.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
pussy on a hot tin roof. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Tennessee Williams would hate that. We should retire that segment. The cat or the dog segment should go away. I think we're done with it.
We should retire it.
Be done with it.
Well, it's been decided. You finally got called a dog relatively earnestly. Ben was nice. Yeah. He didn't come in with the fucking preamble of like hatred and give you a bunch of fucking caveats.
You got it.
I feel like you've achieved what you needed to, Thomas, which takes me into what I can only assume would be Thomas's doggy style segment.
Okay, aka the warm up segment, which we're gonna spin the wheel and do a random segment that won't have to do with the warm up noise. 79. Fill her up.
No.
The description, we've done this one before. Shit, forgot to think of a segment. Find a way to fill 5 minutes.
Wow.
So we kept that one on the wheel because it was too good to say goodbye to.
It's such a useless segment to get as a warm-up segment. It's like you have to think of your own. Now you have to think of your own, and it can't be the one that Ben brought with us. Let's
check in with you anyway, Ben. So aside of the segment that you brought in, is there a subject that's been on your mind lately? Something that you've got a bone to pick, or you're excited about, or just anything that we could.
Anything you feel strongly about, Ben? Anything.
Yeah. Shit. You know what? Spaghetti. And do you need to have garlic bread with it? I have to have it with it. That's something that's been on my mind. I'm not even fucking around. I have no idea why.
You did bring that up the other day.
It is a bit of a hat on a hat, right? A carb on a carb, right? Like the garlic bread.
Does feel. You know what I mean? I know what you mean, because like if I'm at a restaurant, 100% you need that bread.
Yeah, absolutely.
At home, though, it sometimes feels a bit indulgent to like get the bread ready plus the pasta.
Yeah.
I think in a dream world, I'd love to have the garlic bread, but with my self-consciousness about how badly I eat, I might sub it for a salad just to feel less guilty.
Okay.
Salad's a good way to go.
So
too,
like, here's my question about the dietary habits of like someone. Kara and I were eating Italian food recently. I asked her over the dinner table what type of food she would eat exclusively. You know, if you had to eat one cuisine, that type of thing. And she had said noodles as her cuisine, which I was like, well, do you mean Asian or Italian noodles, right? She meant Asian noodles, sort of allowing for, you can get some vegetables in there, and not always they can be healthy, but they don't have to be, kind of thing. Italian noodles. Is there a healthy way to eat spaghetti? Is there is it actually healthy? And is the traditional Italian diet just genuinely that fucking carb heavy? Like, do they just fucking bang out, or is that like Americanized, westernized? I don't know. But I don't know either. Like, that is a lot. Garlic bread and fucking spaghetti? That's a lot of carbs. Like, it's a lot. If someone's like, do you want some spaghetti? I'm like, if I'm kind of full, I might say no. If someone's like, do you want some garlic bread? I'm like, no. Like, yeah, like, so that's crazy.
I did visit Italy. Have either of you been to Italy?
No.
I have not. No.
Yeah, I was there to protest outside Vatican City, but I...
What?
Will say that I just don't agree with what they do to children.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Just to put, like, you went there to protest. Do you think that helped?
You're welcome.
Do you think that helped? I'm not saying protesting is useless, but I don't think that you going there helped. I just don't think that you. I don't think you made any change.
I threw a can of soup on the Sistine Chapel.
Okay.
Yes.
And it all landed back on my head.
Baby. Yeah.
It's a very high ceiling, and it was hard to throw it high enough. But in reality, when I visited there, I would say it was extremely heavy carb meals. And I don't think I ate at the best places because other people have had better experiences.
Okay.
But it would be like pizza and pasta and bread, like, all the time. Jeez. And it was good, but it eventually you're like, okay, what else can we do here?
Give me a leaf of lettuce, please. Yeah. That's fair. Okay, that makes sense to me. I just was curious. So, and what's your position on this, Ben? You said that you've been thinking about it for a minute.
I like it. I usually make it when I make spaghetti or anything Italian heavy like lasagna. But I just recently thought about, like, do I need to keep making this? What is this? Is this like a Pavlovian
Cut
thing?
to you at 4 a.m. over the oven, looking up at the blinking oven light. Yeah.
I have to make it. Yeah.
Do I have to be doing this?
It also gets hot here with the oven and shit too. So I'm like, I don't want it. It's like,
it's not for me.
Stop.
I think, like, the thing is, I think most people fuck with garlic toast. I think, like, no one's like, I don't like garlic toast. And culturally, the excuse to have garlic toast is with Italian dishes, right? Like pasta. And so you're like, this is great. It's a cheap thing for restaurants to put on the menu to add to make you feel as a customer like you're receiving more for your value than you actually are, because they sliced an incredibly cheap loaf of bread and put margarine that they called butter mixed with garlic onto it. Right. That is a... Like, I get it.
Pissed about this, Kevin. You seem to have enemies in the Italian restaurant field.
I would never. I'm just gonna say clearly, I would never do that.
Yeah, I'd never. Okay. Oh shit.
Okay. Got tense. Let's maybe.
God, really.
That's the vibe alarm. It just went off. Right. To let us know the vibes are not good. And they're back. Okay, so that was not a real segment. I say we spin the wheel one more time before the break, do an actual segment, because Ben deserves that.
Yeah, I think
you're right. This segment is very appropriate. The NSFW Not Safe for Work Wiki Run. Using Wikipedia, start by selecting a random page. From that page, the winner is the first person to find a not safe for work image.
Oh.
So this was submitted by Scott Gillingham. Do we know who that is?
Scott Gillingham is the mayor of Winnipeg, so I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
That's
amazing. What an honor,
though
Scott.
I would consider Scott somebody that I know. I don't think that Scott was the one who submitted this segment. I don't think
until proven innocent. Thank you, Mayor Scott, for
you think that Scott Gillingham asked us to find a not safe. Yeah. He's also. I'm pretty sure he used to be a pastor. Like I think that's his old his track as like pastor politician.
So this should be pretty quick. So what we're trying to do is we'll do one random page. I'll send it to everyone. We'll all be there. And then we'll click links from Wikipedia until one of us finds a not safe for work image, and then we'll share it with the group and be declared winner. We can sort of comment as we're going, but that's sort of the process we're looking at here.
We're looking for an image.
Yeah, which I don't know if Wikipedia has. I guess it must have some.
Yeah.
Some
and we're not screen sharing during this, so we're just going to search on our own.
No, I don't think we can because we're all doing it. Although we could do it together as one. But the race aspect seemed to be.
I think we wouldn't want to make the mayor upset.
We wouldn't want to make mayor.
Make the mayor.
I can't come live in Chicago quite yet, so I need to stay here for the time being.
Where's the random button? I don't even see it.
I don't fucking know. I don't know how to use Wikipedia. I only look up my sources through the libraries.
So you just do random? That's what we do.
Yeah. Are we each going to a random page, or are you going to the same page?
We should start at the same one.
Sure.
Same page, okay.
It's very confusing.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Mayor Gillingham.
Wiki roulette. Okay, here we go.
Boom. Boom.
We are starting with...
it's going to be...
A French rabbi.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Issachar Bar Ben Judah Carmoli. Is the page.
How the hell am I don't even know how to spell that. Send me the link.
I'll type it into the chat so we can all find it.
I can't find Sakar. What did you say his name was?
It's really such a hard name to say.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Issachar Ben Judah. Wow. Holy shit.
Ben Judah. Yeah.
I think I have a strategy in my mind which I'll reveal later, but I think I know how to get to porn. From this man.
Oh, okay.
All right. I gotcha. So we're each on a wiki race now, and we're each going to talk about where we're going.
Let's count down from 3, and then we'll all start trying to find, clicking on these links, kind of not safe for work image. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
All right, 10. Okay. All
right. So I'm on the Judaism page right now.
I'm now on the French language page.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, you guys went French. I went Jewish. Two of the horniest peoples, I would say.
I'm into the Romance languages page now. I'm trying to I'm going to try and find Romance artwork, and then I'm going to try and
the Kingdom of Prussia. I mean. that page.
I'm off on a bad.
Right. Yes.
You might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
You might be in a rough position here. I'm gonna go. I'm on the vulgar Latin page. So that I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Who is a Jew? I'm trying to find a specific Jew, and it's not very easy using these links to get like list of Jewish celebs.
Yeah, I'm an ancient Greek now.
Napoleon III.
Thomas, you're looking up who is a Jew? Wait a minute, what the fuck? I think I just let that slide.
How did they get there?
Yeah, what?
All right. Oh my god.
Oh man.
This
is so fucking difficult.
This is
Scott
really hard.
Gillingham, how did you do this?
Okay. I did it. I won.
Oh, you did it?
Sexual intercourse.
I got to the Odyssey. I got to fucking Homer's The Odyssey. I could almost certainly find it from here.
Here we go.
Pincer movement.
Take a look at that, folks. Movement. That is a not safe for work image.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have to blur that. Absolutely gonna have to blur that. Yeah. Oh my god.
That is high art.
I want to trace back.
Fuck! I found one too. I found a fucking titty. Oh well, too late. Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Where did you find it, Kevin?
Yeah, I found it on the ancient Greece page. There was a titty in a.
So I got to what was this page? Just Judaism. And then I
found
searched,
Judaism.
I searched sexual intercourse, which was a clickable link. So it was, the Torah mandates that a woman in her normal menstrual period must abstain from sexual intercourse for 7 days. So in the family purity section of Judaism was where we found the horniest thing ever.
And that's exactly where they don't want you to look. Exactly. And Ben, what page did you end up on just in your search? Where?
I ended up on, let's see. Make sure I gotta go back here. Pincer movement.
That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's actually. I think I ended up on a video for pincer movement one. Let me just see if I can just play the beginning of it. Actually, at least anyway. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here it is. Yeah.
Oh.
What's the Pokemon with the pincers? Is his name Pincer?
Caesar, I think.
Caesar.
I think so.
Yeah.
I might be
Caesar?
wrong. I don't know.
No, it is Pincer.
Oh, it is?
P-I-N-S-I-R.
Caesar's a different Pokemon. Sizor.
And then there's Mega Pincer. I hate to walk into my bedroom and find Mega Pincer.
Well, those are all things I walked into
Mega
Kara
Pincer.
doing when between records.
Oh, yeah.
Mega Pincer.
Who was getting... Professor Oak was in there.
No.
She's calling it Professor Choke.
No.
Let's move on to a bit of an ad break.
Take a
Hear from
break.
another podcast. Think about fucking
Ad
Pokemon
break.
and
Try to
talk.
recover from what the first half has been, which has been an unmitigated disaster. No offense to you, Ben. You've done a great job.
All
but we're
offense
excited
to
for your
me.
segment right after this.
All right, cool.
Boom.
Hi, I'm Mike,
And I'm Josiah.
and we're the co-hosts of a weekly podcast called How Star Wars Is It?
On our show, we rate and review things on a scale of 1 to 10, but not of how good or bad they are, but of how Star Wars they are.
We've covered lots of movies, from The Matrix to Guardians of the Galaxy to all the Star Wars films, but we've also reviewed things like pumpkin spice lattes, Halloween, moving, burgers.
We've got over 150 episodes, and you don't have to listen to them all. You can just find the ones that look interesting and listen to those. There's no plot, there's no continuity. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? So if that sounds fun to you, tune in to How Star Wars Is It every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts.
How Star Wars Is It?
How Star Wars Is It? We love you, and may the fourth be with you.
Back in action. Back with Ben. Ben, do you have a segment for us?
Yeah, sure. This segment of today is why is the CTA why does it cost money to transport yourself publicly? That is it.
It's just a
It's been on my mind.
Do you think that Thomas and I
Let's
work
get
for
into-
the CTA?
Yeah, that's what I thought the whole time. I've been lied to. I thought this was a suggestion form.
You've been
I thought it's what it is. Yeah,
you've been
that's
on
it.
hold for 20 minutes
Paltry.
doing a podcast, and now you can finally
Yeah.
air your grievance.
Finally, it's just been bugging me.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole time, and what's going on?
So for the-
what's going
for the-
on? I thought
so-
Brandon Johnson's gonna clean it up for everybody.
So for the uninitiated, the CTA is the Chicago Transit Association
Authority.
Okay, and what
Wow, that's the authority.
and what's your beef with the CTA aside from capitalism?
Ja, it should be free.
Yeah.
That's the beef.
Yeah,
that's
that's fair.
the beef. It's just really capitalism and how capitalism
Yeah,
is
but
bad.
let's-
I think that's so we're doing.
Let's talk about this. Let's
a fine position to hold.
segment
Yeah.
it up. So I agree.
Yeah.
Public
Yep.
transit should be
Yeah.
free.
Yes.
Right.
Why do we think it's
Maybe
not
we should get
free?
Scott Gillingham to send us this suggestion.
I know. All right.
He's about to lose my number. No, I agree. We need subsidized transit for sure. Especially, you might not know this, Ben, but in Winnipeg, we have our city is built so fucking poorly that it's designed in such a crazy way that there's like a lot of satellite cities sort of like built together. So there's a lot of like weird little hubs, and it's very hard to get around if you don't have a vehicle. Like to give you an example, like Thomas and I, when Thomas was living in Winnipeg, would live maybe a 15 to 20 minute car drive from each other. But in order for Thomas to bus to my house or vice versa, it would take us upwards of 2 to 3 hours with connections and things like that. And
or just
like,
not even be possible in some cases.
Yeah.
It's like, there's just not really a bus that goes there.
Yeah,
like,
you just
have
can't
to walk to.
Is that a problem in Chicago as well?
There are transit dead zones for sure.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, absolutely.
Because we have the different train lines, which are very, comparatively, I think, good for most cities don't have that. But then there are some areas that you just will be like, it's really hard to get there unless you have a car or you take a couple buses or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, definitely the west side and the south side is probably the
public transit subsidized in any major American city? Is that a thing?
That's a good question.
Is that?
Let's Google it.
Is there a precedent for this? Yeah. Because I can totally agree and understand with why it should be, but economically, I mean, as a small business owner, it would definitely help me.
These cities offer fare-free public transport. So there's a ton. None in Illinois, but Akron, Ohio. Baltimore City, Maryland. Boston, Massachusetts.
Baltimore's a pretty big one.
Boston did it before us.
Boston.
That's kind of humiliating.
Boston's huge. Especially like the capitalistic hub of the United States too, like Boston.
I know, yeah.
Jesus.
Savannah, Georgia has free public transit.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This might not be everywhere, but at least some options for
the public fare averse.
Yeah, but Kansas City, Missouri was the first city in the United States to offer free public transit to its residents.
Wow. Weird. That's like a very like, it seems like something that would, like, Chicago would do. Like, it feels like it would be like maybe a move. You guys have
Kevin, you see, then we wouldn't be able to put like 60% of our budget towards the police. So we need to. We have to do that,
and it is tough. Like if you start letting everybody ride the bus, then you will have a hard time knowing who to criminalize when you increase the police force as well. Because if a middle class person ends up on the bus, then you're fucked because you can't go onto that bus and just start hitting people and know that you're going to be fine. I get it. I get it. It's a tough racket for the government.
I will say also, like, our buses and our transit is like a mobile shelter for unhoused people anyway. So it's not like the fare is. I'm sure it prohibits some people from entering, but it's not strictly enforced. So even if that were the logic to like keep people out, like it's totally and because there aren't enough alternatives for people in the city. They just end up using the trains or whatever they can that's like safe from the weather and stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a real shame. What a real fucking perspective to have. We need to, let's
for once,
get to brass
in the
tacks.
show we got real, and for that we
you
think in theory, Ben, we have a new progressive mayor in Chicago. I feel like we have the mayor of Winnipeg and now Brandon Johnson. It seems like something that if there was pressure, he might consider. But I don't know. Maybe like
he might do it.
Maybe big city mayors don't have a lot of power. It seems like that's generally the case, but I don't know.
It very much seems like a Wizard of Oz situation, right? It's like I can do all these things. It turns out, maybe not.
There's nothing in that.
Legalize nuclear bombs. Swag Messiah.
That's us wanting to legalize nuclear bombs. That was our other progressive hope.
That's what too. Yeah. Legalize that too. Yeah. No. But I don't want to get yelled at if I don't have enough money yes, I might be traumatized.
Yeah.
When I was coming up here and had no money in my pocket, and I thought I had money on my card, and the bus driver was like, "Get the fuck off!" I was like, "Oh wow, I am a piece of shit." Thank you so much.
Also, maybe a middle ground, because I know it's hard for us just to get public transit to be like, maybe we could just train our bus drivers to be a little nicer to people because even if you didn't have that money, right? It ain't like you need to be thrown shade in that way. Like, you don't need to be thrown off the bus and yelled at.
We should shout out. Have you ridden with this guy? You know, the like one train operator who's really cheerful and like checks in with the passengers.
Oh yeah.
That guy's the Red Line, I think.
That's the Red Line. The Red Line.
What's
guy.
his name?
Yeah.
Like everyone in the city kind of knows him because when you ride his train, he like says hello to you every stop. He like wishes you to have a good day, and it's so nice.
What a guy!
Yeah,
it is really.
Shout out to everybody. Should follow his example then. Shout out to what's his name? We don't know. Happy fucking Red Line guy.
Sure. I'm gonna Google it too. Happy Red Line announcer Chicago.
Yeah.
I bet there's like a Reddit page about it.
Yeah, there has to be. He has to exist.
The conductor of kindness.
The conductor of kindness.
Well, that's the title on WBEZ. His name is Michael Powell. He's been a conductor for 36 years, and he's
Michael Powell.
Oh, did he pass away?
No.
Oh no.
Wait, but
what?
no, this can't be the same guy because this was from 2014.
Okay.
So maybe there's a new person who's
taking up the mantle.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe it's passed down from generation to generation type of deal.
Yeah, it's like the
Avatar.
Like
you
have to.
Yeah, the Avatar.
The power of all four lines.
You are now the conductor of kindness.
Yes, just as the prophecy foretold.
There's an MCU movie here.
When the purple line attacked.
Chicago train lore for you folks at home.
Kim is gonna love that 5 seconds of the podcast when we combine her beloved CTA with Avatar. She'll be so
Avatar.
There she is now.
Oh my god, yeah. No, it's strange though. You know, coming from not a big city and riding the train for the first few years here, like maybe what's this, like 10 years, almost 10 years ago, just seeing like the things that Chicago riders just don't give a shit about because they're so numb to it.
Yeah.
Like a guy just pulled out a crack pipe and was just smoking it the first like month I was here, and I was like, "This is happening."
Wait,
and everyone's just like, "Yeah, dude."
Sorry, where did this happen?
On the Red Line train.
I thought you were like talking about in your house. I was like, that's not on.
Yeah, in my house.
That's not on Chicago comedians for ignoring shit. You need to evict that guy.
And that guy was me.
It's crazy how these people don't talk about this shit, man. I've been smoking crack for a month, and nobody notices shit.
Yeah, that's my actual segment. Crack gets a bad rap. That's the actual segment. Crack, maybe not so bad.
Crack,
That's
real
funny.
cracky.
yeah. But you're right. You're
I have
right.
a quick story, which
They're
I
numb
don't think
to
I
it.
told on the podcast about someone smoking crack on the train with me.
No.
Where I was riding and someone got on who was holding a crack pipe, and I instinctively got up to like change cars just because I was like, I don't want to be in this car.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
as soon as I got up, he was like, "Oh man, please don't go." And I was like, "Oh, like it's okay. I just like if you're gonna smoke, I don't want to be in the same car." And he was like, "I'm not gonna smoke. I promise. Like I'm so sorry. Please don't leave on my account. Like please hang out here." And he was so like earnest, and I was like, okay. And so I sat down, and then like over the next few stops, he sort of nodded off, and then he woke up, amnesia'd the conversation we had, and just started smoking crack. And I was like, you begged me to stay and watch you. Like, I wasn't being rude. I was just like, I'll be somewhere else.
I just
like
I'm
Mad
not gonna
Max.
tell you to stop.
Witness me.
Oh man, that's too good. That's too good. Fuck. Oh man. What a good segment. Should we maybe spin the wheel one more time, T-Bone?
Yeah, let's spin the wheel. Let's see what else we've got on here. Thank you for
Yeah.
Man, I feel like every single segment we get has been one we've done before.
What the
I'm
hell?
gonna
We put
spin
so
one more
many
time.
new ones. Spin it again.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's just the laws of averages. For some reason, you just will get the same things again. Okay, we got 90. No, we have that one too. God damn it.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
One more
spin.
Woo, okay.
Woo. I'm not going to put the sound effect in every time, folks. You at home know it's not a real wheel at this point.
Oh, I think we have
the sound effect and a random number generator.
I don't think we marked this one as being done, but we've definitely done it before. But too bad I'm not spinning it again.
Okay.
Bookworms. Participants must grab a nearby book and pull a quote.
We did this one with Quinn and Mo.
Discuss.
Oh,
yes.
no. Yeah, we did this one with Quinn and Mo.
Oh, yeah, we did it at your place.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go get a book. I'm going to need a minute, though. You guys seem closer to your...
Yeah, I've got a book.
Thanks.
I'm going to ask for some help here. Hey, Anne, could you hand me any random book from underneath, from in the ottoman? Because I'm not going to... If I met you. Just a random book. From inside the arm, just for this segment we're doing. All right, thank you. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah.
I am ready, but we should wait for Kevin. What book have you got there, Ben?
I have Hood Feminism.
Cool. Who's the
author? Mickey Kendall, I think. All right.
I have been very self-serving because the book that I found is the one that my dad wrote and I edited, so I'm gonna promote that. Status update.
That's cool.
Plug for status update.
We'll find a quote from that.
Yeah.
Kevin, what did you get?
Up? So not quite a traditional book. I got this that I remembered purchasing when I was a kid. The Very Best Baby Name Book. Now, story behind this is that I was in a bookstore with my mom, and I asked her desperately to buy this for me because I thought it would be interesting to learn about the meanings of names. I was a young kid. And so...
how old were you?
I'm not sure. I don't know if the year is... I was... no, I don't know. I don't know. It says here, written in the book, though, it says... this book belongs to Kevin Rambran for his future children, in brackets 3, scribbled out in brackets 4. I wanted to be clear that I wanted 4 kids. Fun fact, I don't want children now. At all. So, yeah, it's written in this cute little writing. Look at this, yeah.
Oh, that's adorable. That's a good find.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I also...
Should we just flip to a random page?
I think you guys should follow the segment more properly, and then I have something different with this book that I would like to do. So, yeah.
Great.
Okay.
I can go first.
Yeah. Let's see what you got,
I know
T.
this book pretty well since I edited it, and you can purchase it online if it sounds good. It's got original illustrations by the wonderful now past artist Cliff Elan.
So good. So good.
So this is... this status update reads, who would ever have guessed that such mundane, unpromising shit would one day hit the fan? That's a little sample from Status Update.
All right.
Status Update. When I was editing this book, I tried to combine pages that would have short, pithy, funny updates like that with the longer, more narrative-y ones.
I see.
So there'd be a fun contrast from page to page with different degrees. Because my dad shared all these pieces of writing on Facebook originally. They got illustrated by Cliff, and then we compiled them together. So that's my discussion. Cool. Status Update. Check it out.
It's really
Yeah,
right.
It's beautiful. Go take a look at Status Update. Yeah. And Ben, what do you got for us, man?
All right. Yeah, this is from Hood Feminism.
Hood Feminism.
As an adult, I can look back and see that my mother was probably afraid for me because I was so far from her idea of a respectable young lady. There you go.
Interesting.
Hood Feminism by Mickey Kendall.
Jesus. I like that we're the authorities to discuss this.
That was the nearest book.
You said, hey, I'm not sure who's in the room with you, but you said, hey, I'm on a podcast, which immediately is probably with a bunch of guys. And then you were like, hand me any random book to discuss, and they gave you
how
Hood
else
Feminism.
Are we going to absorb? We're not going to absorb feminism unless it's through the wheel of segments and someone hands us a book. We got one sentence of feminism. And
So let's break down feminism as a whole right now, gentlemen.
All the waves, all the perspectives. We'll do a catch up.
All of it right now.
Okay. For the book that I picked up here, this baby name book, I at some point made there's a final choice worksheet here for you to do, right? And I filled it out, and I would like to, for the first time, go over these names I've chosen for my potential children that will not exist.
For children, this is very exciting.
And
big
maybe of our favorite ones, we could go and look up the meaning. Some of them I have the meaning written in the notes, but not all of them. And I promise you, just as a quick glance, these are all bad. The first one, there's literally a rating system they made me have here. So they're not progressive book. There's girls and boys names. But there's first name is for under girls names is Amara. Second name is Selena. Last name.
I kind of like Amara.
Amara's not a bad name. I think Amara's a good name.
Yeah.
Selena is a little like, okay, fine. It's not bad.
I think Selena was ruined by like pop culture a little bit.
That's what I'm thinking when I think of Selena, unfortunately. Yeah. And then I just have literally the most generic white ass fucking name, Jennifer Katie Rambaran. That's written here.
Wow.
Jennifer Katie. Imagine the two sisters, Amara and Jennifer. Just those are the two sisters.
That's like
they're
so
brothers.
You might have been having like a bit of a cultural like
crisis,
existential moment as a child where you were like, I could,
brown and white mix.
Yeah, like I could try to just totally like blend
Trinidadian
in, or I could,
and my English just fighting with each other, right? 10 out of 10 name, which I do not agree with anymore for boys that I have written here. Raymond.
Raymond. 10 out of 10.
Just Raymond is it. Oh my god.
Raymond
movie recently.
Raymond Shavar, by the way. Raymond Shavar Rambaran.
That's honestly that is a cool name. I feel like these are way better than I expected.
Yeah, I'm getting the
But I just want to shout out because I watched a movie with Raymond Burr, who you might know from Perry Mason. He was like that guy, but in this movie, he's like the biggest man I've ever seen, and I just want to see if I can pull up a picture.
Biggest man?
Yeah, like
what do you mean?
Biggest man.
He looks enormous. Like, I'll just show you. It's
what was the movie?
Shot too, but like,
what was the movie?
It's called Raw Deal. I saw it for the Noir Fest at the Music Box. But just look at him in this frame. Like
he's big man.
So wide. He like
fills
the entire screen.
He looks like fucking Kingpin from Across the Spider-Verse.
I was just gonna say that. Oh my god. Oh man.
The like cartoon version in Spider-Verse.
Yeah, where he's like
guy.
Yeah, like this big. That's amazing. I got Booker Carter Rambaran here, which is a really bad set of
Carter.
2 ERs.
That doesn't like
Booker Carter.
That doesn't sound right.
And right? Not for all of the other names, I didn't write what their meanings were. But underneath Booker, I wanted to make sure that it was clear that Booker and Carter were bookmaker and cart driver.
My son has 2 jobs.
Yes.
Bookmaker. Yeah. And then I had Romeo Dario Rambaran, which is like, what kind of fucking crazy ass
Romeo
shit?
Dario.
That's the worst one.
Yeah. Romeo
Dario.
Oh, God.
Romeo Dario.
Anyway, I think I'll be going by Romeo Dario from now on. Yeah, that is fucked up. That was my baby
one
name
of those
book.
names. What does Dario name meaning? Let's find out.
Yeah, I could just use the book.
It's
in the book. I'll see what the book told me it was.
It's Italian. It means possessing goodness, according to Google.
Okay, and according to the book, it means Italian, possessing evil. No.
Dante's Inferno.
It kind of does. It just is Spanish. It means affluent. That's all it means. Okay. It's just the word
super
affluent.
Rich.
Yeah. But it's, joins the Mario family.
Yeah.
Right?
We've got one working class bookmaker.
It's me, Dario.
Dario.
A knockoff Mario from Wish.
Yeah, just
We're having a Mario Sunshine birthday party on Friday at my place, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but
fun.
Maybe Dario could make an appearance.
Dario might show up, you know.
Whose birthday?
Daniel Rat Doodle.
Oh, Rat Doodle.
Yeah.
You're hosting it, eh?
We're just hosting. I mean, It's partly just an excuse to have a party, but his birthday was last week, and he loves Mario Sunshine, and so does Kim.
That's great. Okay, cool. Well, Thomas, we did it.
We did it. We did a dang podcast. How did
and we
feel,
even
Ben?
we fixed feminism. Fixed it? Is that the right phrase?
You did. We fixed it. Yes.
I don't think that's the right phrase.
Snap of the fingers.
Yep. We did it, y'all.
And not just any kind of
People
feminism,
been
by the
waiting.
way. Hood feminism, which is,
Just
hood
feminism, yes.
We solved the transit crisis. We solved global warming. We fixed feminism.
We did it.
Based on that quote alone, we could have interpreted that as like respectability politics. So who knows? We might have got the wrong lessons from it.
Yeah, it's true. Hard to say. It's hard to say. Ben, is there anything in your zone, world, or life you want to point people to while we're doing this?
We're on a hiatus, but I do a podcast about movies. Called Too Many Flix. Probably pick up maybe either at the beginning of next year or later this year. But there are plenty of episodes to choose from, like 70-something episodes.
Amazing.
You want to hear some old stuff about movie takes. Also, Astronautica, which is a podcast, a tabletop RPG podcast about space. My friend Matt Frost runs it. We have also on a hiatus for that, but we're picking that up soon as well.
Wicked.
Very
cool.
That'd be really
cool. That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
If you're looking for another tabletop style game to listen to, you can hear Thomas, myself, and a couple of other funny folks play Dungeons and Dragons. That's what we do in the basement. Comedy D&D show. Very fun. We're into the mid 60 count for our episodes. Lots and lots of campaign to dive into if you are curious about that. Aside from that, rate us 5 stars. Be a happy person. And don't fucking live your life the wrong way.
Don't fuck up.
All right.
Don't fuck up.
You only get one chance. Better
One
get it
opportunity.
right.
And you better fucking make it count. All right?
Speaking of, do you think mom's spaghetti comes with garlic bread?
Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe dad's garlic bread. I don't know.
Thanks for coming on the show, Ben. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah,
hey, whatever the
absolutely.
fuck
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
doing.
take it
Love
easy.
ya. Bye.
Bye.
All right.